All right. I think we should be good.
You like?
I think so. Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me now?
Mine still says waiting. Waiting.
Carrie, you need to bite your tongue. All right, we're working.
We have a whole bunch of local people so far. Or fairly local.
Yep. Wendy, Sharon, Kira, Michelle, Grammy Karen. She's not very local.
No, she's not quite as local.
We'll make her a honorary local.
Yes. Anytime.
Yeah, Carrie, you can have all the snow. I don't want any of it. Hey, Tammy.
No. You have to go to work.
Tammy.
Oh, hi, Tammy.
Life's just ducky. Yep. Gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't want to drive in the slick stuff.
We have plans that the kids are hoping aren't ruined, and so.
But if it's going to do anything, I'd rather a foot of snow than
Actually do something instead of
the quarter inch of ice or just whatever.
Last I saw our forecast, Kira, here it said frozen drizzle, which is disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't want frozen drizzle.
Yeah, we're not in the winter weather advisory or whatever it is that you're in. So far.
Right.
Staying just north of us, so. Yep, I don't want any of it really.
Yeah.
I don't. The ground's plenty wet. It's plenty cold. We don't need any moisture right now.
Yeah.
So, wait till it warms back up a little bit, and then we'll take some rain if we need it. So.
Yeah.
So. But we'll probably get another blizzard on Christmas or something.
That hasn't happened for a few years. We did have snow at weird times. Last
The
year we had snow in
very
November.
first blizzard I remember, blizzard warning was on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That was probably 15 years ago. No, it was before kids.
No.
Huh, I thought it was.
No. We had kids. We had 2 kids at the time.
Okay, so it could have been up to 15 years ago. Yep.
Weirdly warm for Deb, she says. We're cold and wet.
Yeah.
So yuck.
I mean it's in the 30s. I mean it's not like it's single digit frigid cold like they're getting up north, but
No.
it's very wet, cold, drizzle. So yeah, just standing at the gas pump today was not fun.
Kira said she has the advisory, so maybe she can keep it to herself.
It's all yours.
Yeah, it's snowing pretty good in Kansas today. I saw that.
Yeah, I saw Hank and Joanna are getting several inches up there just south of Topeka.
Yeah.
I think Kansas City, that whole area is forecast to get like 4 to 6 inches. So, yep, that's all right. Keep it up there. I saw it's going to move all the way to the East Coast. So, pretty decent storm coming through.
Yep.
Let's see here. Okay.
Got people visiting from Florida. I bet it is cold today.
She had no coat on, 29 today.
She's in Michigan, so she's probably used to 29 isn't.
It's a dry cold.
Yeah.
As they say.
No, I know it's different though. Like
Hey,
our
TNS
cold.
dogs.
Our cold, it could be 30 degrees and feel
Well, it's like
cold.
when Julianne was here. You know, she'd been in Idaho for years, come down here, and she said that, you know, the same temperature felt way colder here.
She said our 30 is a lot colder than an Idaho 30.
Yeah.
And I was that way. I went to, I remember going to Denver once and snowing at the time. There was 6 inches of snow on the ground, 32 degrees, and you only needed a sweatshirt. It was comfortable like that, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah, today was one of those, it's just
cold.
It just doesn't, it's harder to warm back up.
Yeah.
Let's see, there's some mice in my house or birds of prey getting my chickens.
She got stuff going on.
Yeah.
Did I miss some other comments?
Nah, I was looking.
Yeah. That's no good.
No.
You're having a rough day, sounds like.
Pajama day. Yeah,
Don't complain about the cold.
Yeah, dry cold is way better than humid cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll be the first one to know if any precipit's coming down.
It's
so.
going to get you.
Sharon says 55 in Enid. Christmas. I noticed it's supposed to warm up later this week, so relative, I guess.
You never know around here.
Yeah. I don't even know what the average is right now. Probably in the 50s.
Probably. Because we've had some very mild days so far.
Kira made herself a new office today.
Yeah. Try to keep all the homeschool stuff in line.
I think she's probably going to move her setup for her live also. She said she didn't like the lighting there.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, Kira had a live this week. If you guys missed it, make sure you check her out next week.
Friday nights, 6 o'clock Central.
Mm-hmm.
I assume they're sticking with that date or day and time.
Yeah, let us know if we're wrong. Fridays at 6.
See, live streaming setup. See, that was right.
You were right. Yes. So Fridays at 6 for Kira. Homestead dreaming.
So I'm guessing a lot of people probably spent the weekend mostly inside. So
Yeah. I was about to say.
anybody dealing with all this weather.
Right.
So, and we got it easy right here.
We do. It's just cold, but that's all.
Yeah. So I didn't get anything. Well, I say we didn't get anything done. We got some stuff done in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
You saw the pictures. Added a shelf, an upper shelf. Didn't shoot any video of that. It was cold.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was pretty cold. I just wanted to get it done.
Just get the job done. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
don't
we
take
added
twice
another
as long.
shelf, which allows space for 7 more trees.
Yep.
The way we did
Well,
it there.
at least,
yeah.
Yeah. I turned them the other way to see how it would do, and it hangs over a little bit front and back.
Not too bad.
And when we're just first starting the seeds, and there's no height to any plants, we could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's warm for Deb. She can go do stuff outside. And Tammy's outside too.
I mean, we could have got a lot more done outside.
We could have. It just isn't very comfortable. The wind and the wet.
Somebody was looking for every inside chore they could find.
Because it's cold. Yeah, we built a new shelf and.
Yeah, that was the majority of the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I
Trying to think what else.
mean, we worked out there a little bit on Friday before it really dropped off.
Yeah.
Did a little ditch digging, little fence moving.
Oh yeah.
That was Friday.
We did have to do that because we are so saturated that the water's just kind of staying puddled. So
Yeah.
made a little trench to try to get it to drain off.
Yeah, the ground is so saturated. It's just, I mean, we haven't had, somewhat measurable rain in probably at least a couple of weeks.
Has it been that long?
Probably
It
so.
just seems like it's constantly wet.
And things aren't really drying out that much
No.
yet. So.
Just staying soaking wet. Wendy watched Christmas movies and made homemade gifts. That sounds like a good idea.
Kara said she didn't advertise her live because she wasn't sure if she was going to chicken out.
Carrie, you'd agree. A few hiccups
Don't
at
worry.
the beginning getting started, but
We'll advertise it plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're kind of stuck now.
Uh-huh. I did. I advertised her live right before she went.
No backing out now.
Nope.
Yes, the foliage here, like the grass and everything's, well, up until today, the grass was really dry. We were having some grass fires around here
In
and
other
there.
areas, I think our yard wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's just soaked.
But today, with all the drizzle, it's, everything's wet again, but it only takes 6 to 8 hours for the grass and stuff to get back to the whatever humidity of the air.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, even though the ground was muddy, soppy, nasty, stuff was burning all around because the foliage was dry.
Yeah.
Hey, Jonathan, Jim?
Deb, Kira's lives are on Friday at 6 Central.
Yep.
Chats for a while and does a giveaway at the end.
Hey, Ecocentric. Jim's been having a good day planning his house build. He's loving it.
Are you loving it?
I'm getting the great vibes through the internet.
Wasn't quite the feeling I got from his post, but maybe you read that different than I did.
It's fun, right? The planning's the best part.
Yeah. It's exciting, kind of, if you can agree on everything.
For a while.
That would be us. We would.
Yeah.
have to decide who wins what battles.
Um,
Not really.
I'm
Not really.
A food forest next door. So, yeah, I'm all just about ready, and we gotta come up with a new place.
Yeah. Have to find some. It's painful. He's like, give me some digging. Just give you the shovel. Well, just let Jessica plant it. She might not like that I said that, though.
Long day, yeah. So kind of felt like a long day, but also felt like it kind of flew by. I mean, I guess the weekend in general just kind of flew by. It's like back to work tomorrow.
I think every weekend feels like that, though. Monday just comes fast. So
Today was just so dreary.
it was, and we didn't do.
Sun never popped out at all.
Mm-mm.
Wendy said, yeah, designed kitchen, pantry, and laundry. He gets the rest.
I mean, that's fair enough.
I did our pantry.
Yeah. 'Cause we just had a big, odd-shaped room, so we changed it.
Yeah.
But it worked out better that way. I like it. We still have plenty of room. So.
Oh, yeah.
And now we also have a nice big pantry.
Yeah. It could stand to be bigger.
Yeah, it could.
Hey, Josh. Yeah, that'd be something to think about in the next house. The kind of the ratio of all the different rooms, usability.
Yeah.
Small living room, good sized kitchen, good sized pantry.
Yeah.
You know, smaller bedrooms where you don't really need a whole lot of room. A little bit
Or
of
a
closet
big
room.
open kitchen, living room
Yeah.
area where you can do it all kind of in one spot. That'd be nice.
And making lemonade. Yeah,
Oh.
I think the older you get, the more you want your house. Well, at least in my experience for us, you want the house to be more functionality than fashion or
Right.
impress other people or whatever.
Yeah.
We used to always think we wanted a big, nice, fancy house and the perfect lawn and all that. And
As we've gotten older, we could
Yeah.
care less about the big house.
yeah,
Yep. Oh, there you go, banging on the desk again. Thank you, Food Forest Next Door, like the chicken video. And the kitty, she's sweet. She's a good cat.
yeah, unless she doesn't want to be picked up.
That's true. I mean, she's a cat, so she'll decide if she likes you or doesn't.
When
at
she's
that
done,
moment. Yeah.
she's done.
Put her down, let her go. Yeah, I did that video. We really, truly do have people ask us, mention someone will say something about us having chickens. And like, oh, I wish we could have chickens, but I don't have time to do that. It's like, it's so easy.
Yeah.
Once you get, yes, you have to take the time to set everything up and get it all started. But once you have them.
And if you had an established run to turn them out into, they would be even less than having to go fix the fence and all that.
Right.
So,
It's easy.
I mean, I'm all for giving them more space, so we do it that way. But so Jim's asking, what square footage do we have? This house is
1,700.
just over that, ain't it?
Yeah.
Between 1,700, 1,750, something like that.
Which is really bigger than we feel
But
like we need.
it sounds bigger than it feels. It wasn't laid out real well.
No, it's kind of weird. Built in the
Yeah.
70s. It's just kind of,
Yeah.
it's like a tomb is what it is.
Yeah, we came from, for the first 17 years we were married, we lived in a house that was 1,050 square feet.
Yep. Which is actually, that would be fine with me again. That
If
size.
it was laid out good, of course it was a one bathroom, and for the two of us that'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah, but with 5 people.
with even with one, I don't know. I think one teenage girl counts like 4 other people when it comes to the bathroom.
Yep. 4 females. So.
Yeah,
And
so 2. We got. Yeah, we need more than one bathroom.
we do.
Oh, we could probably get out one, but
We could if everybody was
yeah.
nice. Yeah, honestly, the house is bigger now than what we feel like we need. If we were to buy property and build, we would build smaller.
Yeah.
More land, less house.
Yeah, I'd rather measure our place in acres than square feet as far as putting the priority there.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, Permaculture Food Forest. Tinker's wife, welcome. Will Abbott. I see built the coop and run a few months ago and finally ordered chickens. Got 25 Rhode Island Reds brooder. Yep. Yeah, give them a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait till they got their real feathers.
I like Rhode Island Reds. Those are good.
Yeah.
We have New Hampshire Reds now.
Yeah.
And that rooster is a good rooster. We have a
Yeah.
New Hampshire Red rooster, and we've had other roosters that were okay, and we've had a rooster that was just mean, scary mean.
Yeah.
And then we had this guy, he watches them well. He hollers for them if there's food.
Yeah.
He's very protective, but he's not aggressive towards us at all.
I mean, he killed the Jersey Giant rooster.
He did.
You know, to take the role.
Yeah.
Because he's 2 years younger, I guess,
Yeah.
than the Jersey Giant. But but yeah, he's pretty mellow. I mean, he doesn't bother us.
Right.
He's got about 2.5-inch spurs.
Yeah.
They're huge.
I mean,
they're huge.
we definitely respect the fact that he could
Yeah.
do some damage if he wanted to. But
He's a
he
big
hasn't-
bird,
Yeah.
but he'll stay between us and the hens or whatever when they're on the other side of the fence.
Right.
When you're inside the fence with them, he doesn't do anything. I mean, he doesn't even try to really get between you. He just stays in amongst them.
He watches really close.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
What type is the chicken with the green feathers?
I'm trying to think which ones might look kind of green on camera. 'Cause we have,
Maybe the black Australorps if the sun hit them
maybe
right.
so.
There's that. There's. I have to go back and watch the video.
I know.
I don't know if any of the Easter eggers maybe have a.
No, they're really kind of,
I know they're brown, but I don't know if they had any
yeah.
kind of little feathers to it.
I don't
know.
think so.
Was it just the sheen that was kind of green?
Yeah, that may have been the
Because any of the black
black
ones,
Australorps.
they get kind of that sheen.
We just have a couple of Jersey Giants left, but they would
Yeah,
be black.
could be that too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Susan Baker.
The ones I think are the prettiest are the blue Australorps.
Yeah.
Those really light gray, blue, pretty. And I like them too. They just have a really good temperament.
Yeah.
They're a good chicken.
Just need to figure out how to build a cost-efficient coop and fenced run since I am in city limits. I'm planning on getting chickens this year.
Yeah.
So, especially if you're doing a smaller setup, the one place I would say spend the extra is get hardware cloth instead of poultry netting
Yes.
than chicken wire. Because hardware cloth is way more substantial and more predator resistant than chicken wire or poultry fencing. Even though they're both metal, the hardware cloth, get the 1/2-inch square hardware cloth, costs a little more, but we've never had anything be able to get through it. You know, and if you're not, I mean, anything we do for the animals, for the chickens, we use that, and we've done some pretty large areas. Now up over the very top of like the run on the old coop, you can see it has poultry netting over the top of it, but the first 4 feet are hardware cloth, and we still lock anything that's in there. We lock them up solid inside something at night, so nothing can get to them. But during the day, it would take. I see an animal having a hard time getting through the chicken wire,
little
4
chicken.
feet off of the ground.
Yeah.
If it was down at the ground and they can chew and dig, try to tear through it, they get through it a lot easier.
Yeah. I was trying to look at a picture of something because asking about the chicken again. Said the
Hey,
tail
Jason,
feathers.
welcome. Appreciate you stopping in.
Saying the tail feathers have the green sheen. I was thinking maybe it.
So, yeah, definitely. If you're doing on a smaller scale, you have the opportunity to not cut corners on quality of materials and still not spend a whole lot of money, and you'll be glad. Especially if you plan on moving sometime, you could build everything in a way that you could take it with you, so none of that's lost. So
Maybe the rooster.
could
He
be
has
the rooster.
the long green.
Yeah, he's got the greenish tinge on his tail feathers.
Probably can't tell if I show that right now. I don't think you can
I don't know.
get it to work.
I'll unplug it. You got the video playing down.
I
the
do
bottom.
have the video playing down below.
So that's the rooster.
Yep. If that's who you're talking about, it's a New Hampshire Red. And he is a good rooster.
Yep. And there's probably 2 or 3 hens.
Yeah.
Yeah. New Hampshire Red.
Yeah.
So I had a, I don't know, did any of y'all see the teaser and the pushing the video today?
Yeah, I
So,
know Tammy did. She mentioned earlier that
yeah.
she's excited
We
to
got
hear what
some
we're talking
stuff
about.
going on with the comfrey.
Yep.
So we're going to do a harvest probably this week. Well, let's just say we're going to do it this week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to do it this week. I'm not sure how much we'll have available, but we're going to sell root cuttings. We have a set amount that we're going to be able to harvest. So whenever it's gone,
Yeah.
it's gone. We're going to do 12 root cuttings shipped for $20. And we always throw a couple extra in there,
Just
so
make sure
you'll
have
get
plenty. That'll
you'll
take.
get a baker's dozen or better,
Yeah.
and we'll get that shipped out. So again, each one of those root cuttings will turn into a plant.
Yeah.
You can start them inside now, or if you have a greenhouse somewhere to put them in, you can do and get plants growing. Once you get about 3 or 4 established leaves, transplant them. The cold will knock them back if you're in a real cold area.
Yeah.
Or if you've got spots you want to put them, you can put them straight in the ground now, and they should do just fine,
Yeah.
even if it's cold. They
We
won't
usually do
start
our-
growing necessarily unless you get a few warm days.
Yeah.
But if you put them in the ground and maybe mulch over it a little bit, just to keep it a little warmer.
I would just say if you do that, just make sure it's not in a very wet area. If they get
Yeah.
too wet before they've really gotten established, they
Yeah.
won't do good. So you want to get it started first.
Yeah, so I'd say, I mean, they don't need, as long as they have the warmth, they'll start rooting and they'll send up leaves. So you could start them inside, right now and let them get growing a little bit before you even worry about taking them out and getting them sunshine.
Yeah.
You can just email us email me at john@heirloompermaculture.com, and we can work through it that way. I'm not going to set it up on a website or anything because I don't know how many need to put in there that would be available.
Yeah.
And I want to confirm orders with people as we have them in hand.
Right.
So we can make a quick list, and it won't take that long to get them all put together. I just don't want to overcommit because, like I said, we do have a set amount that we want to harvest. We don't want to over harvest.
Yep. Kira said, "Do I have to email you?" Tammy, it's comfrey. We're selling comfrey roots.
Comfrey cuttings, root cuttings. It's Bocking 14. It won't spread. The seeds are sterile, so you don't have to worry about spreading throughout your garden or yard or whatever.
It will grow big though, and you can
Yeah.
separate it yourself later.
Yeah.
Do root cuttings of your own.
So if you plant it this year, by the time it's a year old, it'll be a pretty established plant, and you could actually take cuttings off of it and spread it around.
Yep.
I would give it 1 year. At the end of this first year, they might be established enough, but there's really no sense in risking it. Just give it a little more time to develop roots.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's Bocking 14 comfrey, 12 cuttings for $20 shipped.
Right.
So
Does it grow in zone 9B?
yes.
Yes. You might want to find it a shady area though, because
Yeah.
the hot sun will beat it down. It's still going to grow. Ours grows. We hit 110 often in the summer. It's not that odd, and it gets beat back by the heat.
Yeah.
But our plants that are in the shade do fine even on the hot days. So
Stinker's Watch. Where did we get our original plant from? We started with root cuttings also years ago, and we've propagated and spread it all throughout. We usually put 3 around each fruit tree, so we got everything we need right there to chop and drop. When they get to be pretty good size, we'll go in there and maybe cut out half the plant, add new trees, put it around those trees, and so we've just been kind of growing, expanding what we have.
We have a lot
over the years. So
we have quite a bit. Now it's all of our front flower bed and around all the trees and all throughout the garden.
And it has the, for anybody that's not familiar with comfrey, of course, has all the medicinal properties. You can get out there and look at the different uses, and we make poultice out of it for anti-inflammatory. Chop and drop for fertilizer. You make a tea out of the leaves, comfrey tea, not to drink. Fertilizer for soil drench. There's a lot of different uses for it. When you chop and drop it, it makes a good mulch. but the flowers attract bumblebees and hummingbirds
Yeah.
a lot.
I was surprised how many hummingbirds were all over that first
yeah.
year.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it does real good. So.
Yep. Yeah, so 12 at least root cuttings.
Yeah.
We'll throw a couple extra in there, but
Yeah.
it's 12 root cuttings for $20, and that's including shipping.
Yep.
So yeah, that's starting this week. So yeah, as soon as anybody sends us any orders, we'll be getting back with you.
Yeah, I know ours didn't come from Canada. It was domestic, but I don't. I say
I want to say it was
domestic.
California.
It may have been. I'm not sure.
It's been a while, so
Well, Jim, send them our way.
yeah,
People looking for some.
yeah.
Again, I mean, we should have quite a bit. We haven't harvested it yet. I don't like to hold on to it. We'll harvest it, bag it up, so it stays nice and damp.
Yeah.
And package it up and get it shipped out the same day or the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bocking 14 is better for the medicinal, and it has the same kind of value on bringing up all the nutrients and everything as far as the dynamic accumulator. The Bocking 4 produces way more mass. It's if you're going to grow it for animal feed, which a lot of people do. They say the Bocking 4 is better for that. I don't know if
Just
it's more
because-
palatable and higher mass.
I'm not sure.
It may actually be a little lower on the alkaloids.
Maybe.
So it's not as strong medicinally.
I'll tell you, our chickens will eat it right up, though.
Yeah.
They will clear it out if they get
Yeah.
a chance. Yeah.
So we don't have any of the Bocking 4, and we don't have any of the Russian standard.
No.
Because that stuff will spread. Like
Yeah,
crazy.
it spreads. The seed will blow and it'll spread everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know how many different Bocking varieties there are, but 4 and 14 are the
Yeah,
two,
that's what we know of.
the two main
We know
ones.
of. Yep.
Hey, Southern Blessed Homestead.
I've heard a couple people mention in the jewelry. I know Tammy ordered earrings, and I was hoping she'd have them yesterday. But
Yeah, that's what the post office said.
they told me it'd be Saturday, but it wasn't. So
Yeah.
hopefully in the next day or two, those show up.
I would bet they'll probably show up tomorrow. If they
I
did.
think so, probably
They
too.
didn't
I'm
make it
sure
yesterday.
it's holiday rush.
All right, Deb. I'll look for your email.
Yep. Comfrey everywhere. Manage the landscape for the local historic site. Tinker's wife saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
free everywhere.
That's the way it is here.
Yeah, yeah. We have it all around the house.
Yes. Yeah. Talking about comfrey. It's a good subject for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do like our comfrey.
Yep.
We are planning on bringing some to...
Yeah, we'll have some.
Bayou.
We'll have actual plants at
Yeah.
the Bayou Bash. May or may not have root cuttings in.
Yeah, we'll see. Because at that point, we'll be really focusing on getting a bunch of plants ready.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we have some root cuttings then too, but plants for sure.
Hi, Shelley.
But if nobody wants to wait till June and you want root
Yep.
cuttings now, let us know.
Yep.
Or if you won't be in Louisiana in June, like the rest of us.
That's true too.
Whoever will be there. Yeah. Goal is to have it all over like we do. It won't take long.
There have been times where we've divided it and we've been like, where are we going to put some more?
Yeah.
How many are around that tree?
I think that's when we
No.
decided last year to stick them all in the front flower bed. And
Yeah.
it's really pretty.
We had a
so-
bunch of extras.
Yeah.
So.
So you had your traditional neighborhood shrubs in front of the house, you know. But there was an open area that we really couldn't get a lot of stuff growing. Kept trying flowers and it was too shady. So we put the comfrey on there and it looks really pretty.
Yep. Yeah, and actually it filled up with leaves, that front flower bed. So as we cleaned all those out, you saw the video, all those leaves come out of the front flower bed, and all the comfrey leaves that had wilted down was cut loose and mixed in there with it. So
Yeah, it's
a
great
great
for compost.
It's a good compost starter also. Yep.
Yeah, you can throw it in the composter like we do with the trees. Just chop it and drop it right where they are.
Yep.
and it fertilizes them.
Lots of nutrients. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it brings them up from where the tree roots can't get to them. So Shelly, you can start it in pots, and it'll grow. It'll survive in a pot if you keep it water and
Yeah.
get sun. But and I'm sure it'll have some of its beneficial properties, right? But the reason it's such a vital plant is because it has the ability to harvest all of the minerals and nutrients and everything deep down in the soil that other plants can't get to, and brings that up and puts it into the foliage. And then when you harvest and use that foliage, you're getting all of those nutrients that are deep in the ground that you can't get otherwise.
It sends a deep root.
So
down.
if you had it in a pot, you're not harvesting all of the nutrients out of the ground that you could. Now, will the plant survive and will it put off leaves and everything?
Yeah.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, if you just want a pretty plant in a pot, it will. It just won't.
Yeah.
It's not going to dig up all the benefits it can.
I don't know. Obviously, there's not the nutrients in the potting soil and all that it would get out of the ground. But as far as the medicinal uses of it, I don't know how it would affect that if it would weaken that near as much. So,
Right.
I personally, I don't know scientifically how that would affect the
Right,
qualities
the
of the plant.
Right.
I mean, I know you can get it to survive, get to live. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Deborah. Because we've got a couple of pots that
Yeah.
some have survived in for a while.
Yeah, one of them. It's
and
funny
it's-
because I was just making root cuttings and
Yeah.
throwing off the little scrap ends because I try to send a really nice piece of root, and so there's going to be some that's got the little skinny end, and I just toss it in a pot to the side and then throw some more soil on top, and it started growing.
Yeah.
So we've got a pot full of it in the greenhouse. That's okay. I make more
Yep.
roots.
So, is there any questions tonight? Any other other than those?
Yeah.
Kira had to wrangle some kids.
It happens, especially when they're that age.
Duct tape
Okay.
around the ankles.
Yeah.
They won't take off too fast.
Just make them some of my bread pudding with the sauce.
With the sauce.
Then they'll be like,
Let me
just put them in front of a movie, they'll go to sleep.
Oh yeah, you can keep it alive in a pot till spring.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because we started, last year when we went to the shindig, we took a bunch of comfrey, and we started that in January.
Mhm.
So it was in a pot.
Yeah, all of
For 3
our
months.
transplants, the starts, they'll be started in a potting mix, and they'll have 3 to 5 leaves. By the time we sell them.
Yeah.
So like I said, they'll survive, but
Yeah.
you want to get them in the ground to get the full value of it.
Right. So, I mean, but yeah, if you're wanting to order roots now and get it started and wait
Yep.
till whatever your warmer season is to stick it outside, it'll be fine.
We're on 1 acre. Everything we're doing
1
on
acre.
1 acre.
Everything we're doing is on actually less than 1 acre.
It
'Cause we
is.
have our front yard that is neighborhood yard that
And
we keep
it's
that way.
it's a quarter almost.
Yeah.
So
And then, well, the other side we do use for the pasture poultry and stuff. We just don't plant things over there.
yeah.
Well, we plant cover crop seed for the chickens, but we don't plant food, I guess, for us to grow.
What will we grow in the market garden space? So standard vegetable crops, right? Things we would normally grow, but on a little more
Yeah.
intensive method.
This is something we were just saying that we actually need to sit down and really decide what we need, what seeds we need to order, if anything, what we're going to do. Because we're going to try to just eat what we grow.
Yeah,
So
that's as close to 100% as possible.
we need to like it.
So
learn to like
standard root crops,
Yeah.
like carrots and turnips and radishes, seasonal, whatever, we'll have probably a higher ratio of paste tomatoes this year than we normally do, so we can put it
Yeah.
away to last
Yeah.
throughout the year. Still have a lot of slicers. Probably some things we haven't grown in the last couple of years. We'll probably bring back like okra. It's a high producer.
Yeah. And everybody else in the house likes it a lot.
She's not a big fan, but I made her eat some yesterday. I made a big pot of soup. So
yeah, and the soup was good, and the okra was in it.
We'll do salad greens.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't do any to sell. It's all for us or family or friends, neighbors, whatever want to come get some stuff. We don't market anything other than we do sell eggs when we have plenty, and when we do the pastured poultry, we make sure we have what we need, and then if we have extra, we sell those.
And we usually
directly off the farm.
The size of our chickens, we typically make 2 meals out of it.
Yep.
We'll either roast it or use Instant Pot or something, cook it once, and then we'll use the leftover chicken for another meal that same week. So we'll usually go through 1 chicken a week. So we need to make sure we have enough for the year for us, and then anything above that we'll sell.
Kira, the bread pudding is pretty easy.
I'll send you the recipe.
Yep. She actually, do you use her bread recipe or do you use the French loaf?
No, I used hers for the bread.
Used Kira's bread recipe for the...
Just your basic, like with nothing else added to it. No cheddar jalapeno, just the basic bread recipe. That's what I used.
For
It was
packaging,
a nice texture.
for packaging chickens for the freezer, we keep them iced in ice water for 48 hours after harvest. It makes them a lot more tender and juicy when we do cook them.
It also makes it a lot easier to package.
A lot easier to package because once they loosen back up.
Yeah.
And then we put them in heat shrink bags that we order. And you just drop them in. Got a little straw that goes in there, pull a zip tie on it, and drop it in water that's it's not boiling.
No.
It's like 180 degrees
Yeah,
or
you
something
have to
like
keep
that.
it at a certain temperature.
Drop it in there just for a second, throw it around, pull it back out, shrinks up on it, pull the straw out. That's just letting all the extra air out.
Yeah.
And then cinch down
Pull
the
that
zip tie. You're done.
Yep.
Quick and easy.
Yeah.
And we do have a drum plucker. Because when we do 40 or 50 birds at a time, plucking it like that ain't gonna work.
I love that. Food Forest next door. My grandma called it rubber chicken because they'd eat it roasted one night and then
Pulled chicken
the next.
Yeah.
It makes the chicken stretch, so
Yep.
it's rubber chicken.
Yep.
I like that. Yes, that's exactly what we do. So we use about a 5-pound chicken. And between the 5 of us, we get 2 meals out of it. So yeah.
And I get lunch.
Yep.
At least one, maybe. I guess
Usually
2 lunch.
twice, yeah.
Usually twice.
Yeah, the first time is just the roasted chicken or the whatever like that, and then the next one is soup, or tonight we actually had chicken and rice, so that kind of thing. Yeah.
Kira says I need to give her an affiliate link to those bags.
For the bags, alrighty.
Might be able to hook you up with that.
Probably so.
You keep talking.
Keep talking, alrighty. Great story. Yeah, and what we all need to do. Yeah, I love those stories of grandmas. They have great ideas. Just look back or listen to things that seem so obvious, in their life, and we all forgotten. Kira had pinto beans and ham. We've done that many times. But yeah, we don't eat pork anymore, so. But we used to do that often. Now we still do the beans. We just don't put the ham in it. Yeah. Grandma Rose was a West Virginia farm lady. Nothing was wasted. I like that whole nothing wasted thing. And that is bright.
Yeah, I know.
It's lighting us up. Woo! He's got the other screen going here, looking up those bags.
It's usually darkened up here.
Yeah.
Just making sure I get the right ones.
I love those kind of stories. I bet your Grandma Rose had a lot of good stories. I'm trying to think of some of the stories that I knew from my grandparents, but right now the only one I can think of is my great-grandma and how she punished her teenage son, because that one's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
She was 4'10", so tiny. Tiny lady. She had a teenage son that was smart-mouthing her and way bigger than she was, and he's like, what are you going to do about it? So she waited until he was asleep, and she sewed him into his sheets and then beat him with a broom. just the patience it took to sew him in is what cracks me up with that story. Oh my goodness, I love it.
What did I do?
Bye, Josh. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, put chicken in our beans. We could do that. I do use the chicken broth when I make it.
Here we go. Try that.
Yeah. Smoked turkey tastes just like ham, so that in our beans. That would be good.
Yeah.
Put chicken. I haven't put the chicken meat in our beans, but I do use our bone broth. In fact, I got some bone broth going right now.
Bone
broth. I cannot talk.
Jim leaving too?
Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't see Keto Country coming. I was busy. Howdy.
I didn't either. I was busy talking about my grandma. Still in one of my great uncles in Sheet. Trying to think of how that works.
Bone ba.
You know, sometimes I can talk and sometimes I can't. You notice it's Kira making fun of me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It's all right. She drove a bus back and forth over me a couple times the other day.
You asked for that one, though. You asked for that. Excuse me.
Oh, nope. I'm scrolling, looking back through the messages. See what I missed.
I know. She's a good bus driver. That's hilarious.
Seen it.
Might as well be a bus. We did see it.
Yep. Maybe you didn't know we saw it.
Of course she knows we saw it.
I'm making her nervous.
She just forgot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, you did see. She knows.
Did I miss any questions? I don't think I did.
I think so. I was busy rattling on about my grandma and listening to Food Forest Next Door's Grandma Rose's ideas.
Nope, don't think so. All right.
Henley and I have been reading about that whole waste not, want not thing. She's reading an American Girl about the Depression series right now, so it's actually got some pretty good ideas in there.
Yeah.
It really does.
What was wasn't that one of those movies where she was selling eggs or whatever?
Yep.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Okay. See?
Yep. American Girl. But we're reading the book series right now. This one is Kittredge.
Yep.
Yeah. All the girls have liked those over time, over the years.
Hey, Rose.
Hello.
Welcome. Oh, Tinker's wife's cooking.
What you cooking? We
So
got to get into our food talk. She's listening, though. So every time I ask that, somebody's like, I'm cooking, but I'm listening.
Yep.
And then I make them come back and type some more.
Just yell really loud. You don't have to type it. We'll see. We're good. I think
We are good. How are you doing, Rose?
We've been talking food and comfrey.
Yes, comfrey. We are now selling comfrey root cuttings.
Yep. So keto, what we decided last year is everything that stays on the property, we'll go ahead and grow in the plastic pots because we use them over and over and over. Everything that's going to leave that we sell, we're going to put in the grow bags.
Yes.
That way people can just plant those and we don't have to, I mean, I guess there's some people that probably wouldn't mind getting the pots because they'll probably reuse them too.
They probably would reuse them.
But
cost effective, honestly, if you're selling the grow bags.
Yeah.
They just really are. So if you have stuff that you're wanting to do, if I'm being honest, from my personal preference, we like the pots better.
Yeah.
But the grow bags are good too.
Speed wise.
Right.
They're a lot faster to fill. That's the biggest slowdown for us is on the bags is they take a little longer to fill because I haven't taken the time to build anything to make it faster.
A little funnel or something.
Probably going to have to do this year.
We may do that.
Once you do that, it may be, but you can make a whole tray of plastic pots and just fill it really quick, and move on to the next one.
Right.
But we'll figure out a way to do that on the bags. Well, not that, it'd be one at a time, but it'd be faster.
So as far as suggest or recommend, if it's for me personally, it's staying right here. I would recommend the pots.
Yeah.
If you're going to do a large volume, or if you just honestly don't want to dished out the money for the pots this year, the grow bags are a great cost-effective way.
Yeah, they're a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Trying soil blocking this year. We'll have it on the bottom.
Yeah, that's another good method for
We have not
staying
tried
on
that
the property.
Yeah, we haven't tried that ourselves, but we're seriously considering it this year and talking about it, but we just haven't done that.
Yeah, I've put the mechanism in the cart, in and out of the cart a couple times.
Yeah.
I think I've got it in my wish list right now.
Maybe.
So.
Oh, Tinker's wife answered us. Steak and potatoes and broccoli.
Sounds good.
That does sound good.
Yeah, the plug trays are good too.
Yeah.
And it definitely, and we've talked about ordering some of those for this year, especially for like the greens and stuff, since we probably won't have the precision seeder for this season necessarily. So getting that high density flats, either 50, 72, or 128 cell.
Yeah.
Because you're going to transplant them out when they're a lot smaller. We may go that way.
Yeah. So people don't mind.
Unless somebody buys me a cedar for Christmas, which I don't see you doing.
Probably not.
Okay.
So people don't mind buying the grow bags. I plan to sell them at the market. I haven't had anybody not like them.
Especially when you tell them they don't have to take them off.
They don't even have to take it off. You can just stick it right in the ground.
Yeah, they're biodegradable, and you can actually. I mean, if you're worried about the roots,
they're going to grow right through it.
The roots go through it. That's usually the thing. We got to pull them apart,
Yeah.
But you could tear the bottom of the bag off if you're worried about. They're more of a mesh. They're non-woven.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Ecocentric says better to sell in the grow bags because you don't know if the plastic pots will be sold or just thrown away. So
yeah, if you knew they were going to keep them and reuse them,
right?
And we use the pots even on the stuff we sold. Well, we did both last year.
Yeah.
All of the peppers and tomatoes we sold were in grow bags. The comfrey and elderberry were in pots.
Right. And no, nobody minded at all. Especially like we said, as soon as they know that all they got to do is stick it in the ground.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
Nope. The funnel is one thing I need to work on this year.
Yeah, we'll probably get something like that figured out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be doing quite a bit of plants for sale.
So last year, all the grow bags we turned inside out and folded down the top so that they were a little more substantial to hold up, stack, to stand up on their own a little bit. This year, I'm not sure. We may try both ways to see if we did that based on suggestion from somebody. Didn't even try it the other way. But once they're all packed in there in a tray, I don't think you really need to worry about turning them inside out.
No, they're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just missed that. Deborah said that she was being lazy today because hubby came home from the hospital yesterday.
Oh,
well, I'm glad he's home, and I hope he's doing all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Resting ain't being lazy, especially when you need it.
That's right. I'm bad about that, but that's true. I'm one of the worst. And then when I'm laying there, I see everything that needs to be done, and I'm going, oh. You notice all the cobwebs that you don't notice because you're usually too busy doing other things. Yeah, but no, it's very important to take that break if you need it.
Yeah, buying the peat pellets.
Yeah.
Pay for that convenience.
Yeah. Yeah, before too long, we'll be starting a lot of plants.
Yeah.
Because we need to have all of them ready for the
Right
Bayou
after
Bash.
Christmas.
And then other things too, all the peppers and tomatoes and everything soon. She said it was her day of rest and she built a fence for the goats.
That's resting.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, when you're doing something like that, kind of at your own pace. And
yeah, I guess if you're doing what you want to do.
I don't mind building fence.
No, on your birthday, we went out and we worked. We cleaned up the firewood and all kinds of other things.
Yeah. Something where I'm not up against the wire to get something done. Where you just kind of work at your own whatever.
Working on a project you want to do at the pace you want to do it.
That's not too bad.
Nah.
Yep. And sustainable.
Yeah. Sitting here looking at everybody's different preferences. It's kind of fun to see that because we all have our own different ways of wanting to do this. And it works, so. Oh.
Yeah. A lot of people say if you got goats, your neighbors got goats.
Yeah. So she didn't really want to. She just didn't want her goats to go somewhere else. I guess that's... Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't enjoy buying the big bags of starter mix, seed starter mix.
So dry.
Yeah, and it's it's expensive.
It is expensive.
But
we cut it.
I can't really make it. So.
We cut it half and half with our compost.
Yeah, we do. Well, we add some compost in.
Yeah. So we mix those together, and then of course wet it down before you work with it. Oh
yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, the dust.
Otherwise it's gross.
It's already 9 till.
Oh my goodness. It always goes so fast. So fast. So yeah, for anybody who came in late, we talked about we're selling comfrey.
Yep.
Now comfrey root cuttings right now.
Yeah, we're harvesting root cuttings this week. Do 12 for $20 shipped.
Yep.
Well,
Send an
we'll
email.
throw a couple extra in there.
Oh yeah, we always throw a couple in just to make sure you get that many that are good.
Yep.
They will be. You'll have extra plants.
And just email me. And if Kira or Karen could throw up the email address.
Yeah.
John
So,
at heirloompermaculture.com.
We'll be starting that this week. So just send an email and we'll start shipping those out, root cuttings. And then in June, if you'll be in Louisiana, we'll have the actual plants.
Yep. $20 for 12 root cuttings.
Yeah, root cuttings.
So it should be the root cuttings, not plants. But each one will turn into a plant pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And I was thinking, I haven't talked to you about it, so I'm saying it out here where everybody can hear without even discussing
She does
it with
this
you.
to me a lot.
Do you think that we should...
Especially in front of the kids.
Yeah. No, I don't. No, I don't. But I'm thinking we should probably type up a how to plant them and grow them thing and send that with it.
We could do that.
Yep.
You could do that while I'm working.
Okay. I just volunteered myself for something. No, I think that would be good.
Yeah, Rose, it's Bocking 14.
Yes. Yep. And we'll, I guess now, make sure and send out planting instructions too.
Yeah, easy enough.
Yeah.
Put in dirt cover.
It's not too deep, not too wet. Yeah.
Well, once it's in the ground, it's good to have them.
Yeah, but in the pot, it's just better to not...
2 to 4 inches deep.
Not real deep in the pot at first because it takes so long to get going. We always feel like it's not coming and then we end up bringing it.
Get in there looking, make sure something didn't run out.
Yeah.
And they're always doing fine.
Yep, they are.
I think last year we started, for the shindig, we started, it was 150, 175 plants. And we had like 6 that didn't come up.
Yeah.
And they were questionable when we put them in there.
Yeah.
Knowing that we weren't selling cuttings, we would sell plants. So if it didn't come up, we would know it. Didn't make it.
Yeah.
And they were. It was as much of an experiment as anything. So.
Mm-hmm.
Here's going to do live again.
Yep.
Every week.
You did fine.
No.
You did good.
I hope that's the live she's talking about. I don't know. Maybe she's talking about the gnats.
Maybe so.
I don't know. It's hard to stay up with Kier sometimes.
Well, we're talking to other people and there's a whole conversation going on here.
Greenhouse. So I'm guessing it's probably the gnats this time.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah. Wouldn't be that to a
I'm not sure if Carrie can keep up with herself.
Are you still...
Huh?
I said, are you still a little bitter because she told on you?
See? She even talked about her live. She starts rambling.
Yep, just rambling about whatever.
And then all of a sudden she remembers, oh, what the heck am I doing? Oh, I'm on a live. It's my live.
Should probably focus here.
Hi. Eggs.
Oh my goodness. Did Kira have her coffee today, right? Did you see that post about her not having her coffee? And
yeah, she's going to start screaming at me.
Yeah, you better watch out. She'll tell you.
Your phone will start going off.
She already sent me a message, so let's see what she wanted. That's hilarious.
It's like having, no, I don't want to say that. I start saying it's like having two wives. She yells at me through you. She's rapping at you.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, and Kira, I was going to tell you, was talking about doing the deviled quail eggs.
Yeah.
Just remember, when you hard boil them, I don't think you can use your cutter anymore.
Mm-mm.
So you will be having to
peel them,
crack them, and peel them the old way.
It's kind of neat though when
So.
we made those. I mean, it was tedious and it was a pain in the neck, and
it was like,
but they were so cute. Tiny little.
Oh, she didn't get to defend herself.
Dang, I wish we were in front of me.
See, she's trying to keep up with herself.
That's hilarious.
She forgot what she was doing.
Tedious, big time. Yeah, to make little deviled quail eggs, but
Kira saw a squirrel.
Squirrel. Be nice.
I am. We don't have quail anymore.
No, quail did not work out for us.
No.
The way we had it set up and the way it just, we wanted it to work out for us.
Mm-hmm.
We tried, but it wasn't our thing. And I definitely don't put them down for anybody else who wants them. Go for it, please do. It just wasn't our thing.
Yeah. So we don't have
tried.
goats.
We don't have
It wouldn't
goats.
work right now.
No.
We don't have a lot of things right now because right here it just wouldn't work right. But that doesn't mean we won't in the future. How do I find out if comfrey can grow on my zone?
Michigan.
It'll grow.
Yeah.
Actually, in the winter you might put a little more mulch
a little
over it.
heavier.
Keep the ground from
Yeah.
just getting too cold on it. So, but I think it'd do just fine.
I think so too.
So, yep.
I think it would do fine.
Well, like the tiny chickens.
Yeah, I like tiny chickens. I do like their little song.
There you go. It grows their mom's in Massachusetts.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I figured it would. I mean, like you said, I bet you'd probably have to just mulch it a little better in the winter.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Rose knows all about quail. We tried it. It just wasn't us.
Yeah. I think what really set her
I
off
liked
is
listening to them.
the two snakes we had to kill.
Yeah, we never had a problem with snakes. That was the one thing when we first started talking about chickens, because seriously, I was city girl or suburb girl, whatever you want to call me. I was not country.
Shopping mall.
At all. So
Cityfied.
when we first decided to get chickens, I was terrified about the idea of snakes.
Yeah.
You know, you hear all the horror stories finding the snakes. We never, ever had any problem with that. And then we got quail, and we had 2 of them within a few weeks of each other.
Those 2 were a week and a half apart.
It was terrifying for me. Big black snakes. I looked like a crazy person because it was actually in the cage.
Well, they were a lot bigger once they were in the cage eating quail.
It was in the cage with the quail, and the only way to take care of it was to reach in there and pull it out. And I
couldn't get back out.
So I was back and forth like a lunatic, and then I called my, at the time, 80-year-old father-in-law to come save me because I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, he got the first one. Had to kill the second one. I normally don't like to kill black snakes, you know.
Yeah.
But once they found where those birds were at and everything, I knew they'd be back. I couldn't get rid of them. So, and the next door neighbor, elderly lady, she is deathly afraid of them.
Yes.
So I figure if they're going to hang around, you know, she'll be terrified too. So
I typically don't worry. I mean, if it's a snake and I know it's not a bad one, I don't like them, but I'm not going to mess with it. But yeah, once they came into our space and started eating our animals, I didn't like that.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're right up on 7 o'clock.
Yes, we are.
So, appreciate everybody stopping in again, as always. And again, if you're interested in the root cuttings, email me, John at heirloompermaculture.com. $20 for 12 root cuttings shipped. Be working on some videos this week?
I'm sure we will. I don't know exactly what we have planned for this week at this point, but
yep. So we'll try to get 1 or 2 out this week, maybe.
Yeah.
So, and if we don't talk to you before, we'll definitely be back next Sunday evening right? Or are we?
Maybe not. So next Sunday
We have company.
Family Christmas next Sunday, but it's early in the day, so we might be able to go live. So.
Yeah, just watch. We'll put up a notification if we're going to be on.
Yep.
As soon as we know for sure, I'll set that up.
Yeah,
so everybody
it's for
can see
sure
it.
going to be Family Christmas Day, and then if that's done in time, we'll come hang out with you guys too.
Yep. So hopefully we'll be on, and we'll see what happens. So
Yeah.
Everybody have a good evening and a good week, and appreciate you hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you again soon.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.